When you guys think about a hog, you probably picture a nice big cruiser with a large compression engine out ruling the road. But Harley-Davidson bikes have been the epitome of cool in America for almost 115 years now. And they've always come in a lot of shapes and sizes.
When America entered World War II in the 40s, Harley-Davidson got patriotic and churned out over 90,000 military versions of its WL model bike to be used for the war effort. The single-rider bike had a small 45 cubic inch flathead engine, so it wasn't that powerful, but it was incredibly reliable, which is exactly what a soldier needed.
Cross-country daredevils, they will get urgent war messages through, come hills or high water.
With GIs riding them all over Europe, they earned the nickname the Liberator and guaranteed Harley-Davidson a permanent place in every American's heart.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah. Oh, flathead. What up? Wow.
So when Aaron and Richard pull up with the Harley, man, I was stoked. I'm a bike guy, always have been a bike guy, always will be a bike guy.
It's a 42 WLA.
Sweet.
Yeah. It looks pretty cool. I mean, I think it looks good wall art or good shop art or a good racing bike for that race that Aaron wants to take it to. What do you got planned for it, Aaron? What do you think?
Absolute and total abuse.
Aaron told me that he was thinking about taking this bike to the Race of Gentlemen, which is an awesome race. It's on the beach in New Jersey.
You know what they call the beach in New Jersey?
What? That's a weird question. Nobody knows what they call the beach in New Jersey. Hey, somebody look up what they call a beach in New Jersey.
They have a beach in New Jersey? So the Race of Gentlemen's beach race where we're basically drag racing right next to the water. And since the race is a vintage class race, you can only have period correct-ish parts on it. No disc brakes, no foot shift, no ratchet lid, no a lot of things.
Well, what am I gonna have to spend on that, dude? A couple grand?
It's like everything. It's going to be a lot of inexpensive parts that'll equal a lot of money.
Pretty much straightforward.
Yeah, exactly. Aaron's like, hey, I'm building a Harley. And I'm like, well, okay, Mr. Fancy Pants, you go build your Harley. But we got to remember two things. One, we're already 9 grand into this thing. And two, Aaron's on this unbelievable tight deadline that is so fucking unbelievable that you would never even comprehend how to even analyze the fact that time is moving so fast that there's not even time to put air in the tires. Just fuck it, we're gonna ride them on flats. All right, well, somebody help Aaron get it out so he can work on it, and then the rest of y'all do something else. Nothing left for me to do but have a cold beer. God, I'm good at this stuff.
So basically, I have 2 goals for this Harley. 1, get the bike in operational condition in a fashion that meets race requirements. And 2, make it as fast as I can by losing as much unnecessary weight as possible. So to do both of these things, I'm going to strip the bike down and begin the process of determining which parts are usable and which parts are not. I'm hopeful that the engine's going to run, but I'm going to have to tear it down to make sure there's not any obvious issues. Regardless of what I find, I'm going to change some of the other equipment, including the wheels and tires. I'm going to put 18s on it, front and back, with the same tires front and back on it. Just balance the bike a little better. In terms of paint, I don't have to repaint the bike. The paint on the bike's actually in decent shape. It looks like it'll buff up nice. I'll also need to switch out the electric ignition for a magneto, add something to sit on, and then hopefully 2 weeks from now, I'll be tearing down the beach in New Jersey. Air cleaner, floorboards, petcock, and then clutch pedal and cable seems to be fine. So we've got this 42 Harley in the shop, and we're under the gun on this one. The race I want to compete in is less than 2 weeks away, and the rules stipulate that the bike can't have any modern equipment on it. Everything has to have been built prior to 47 or reproductions of early speed equipment. So my first priority is to get a lot of parts ordered.
Check and see if this thing has intake gaskets. I don't think it does.
What are you gonna do about exhaust?
You're pretty much looking at it.
All right.
And so the majority of this is basically getting pulled apart, checked for mechanical ability, and then if it's deemed unmechanical, repaired and reinstalled or tossed aside because it's unnecessary. So they're not building this to go across town, not building to go across country. So this is being built just to hammer, turn around, just come back, shut down. So the first part of the build, ew, icky, more icky. Taking the parts off that aren't going. So I've kind of desired to have an old Harley for a long, long time. There's one massive problem. Old Harleys, like a lot of old stuff, is really, really expensive. Okie dokie. 45s are the babies. They're the little ones. Obviously, they're less money, less power, less desirable, less everything. The one interesting thing is this particular model We use these in war. We use this to further our agenda. We use this to save our lives, protect our lives, you know, on and on and on and on and on. This is a part of our heritage and our culture. So it's not that this is the greatest bike in the whole planet. It's just part of our culture, and that's the reason I wanted one. There it is. That's all she wrote and then some. Chuck, you almost done mounting the kill switch for the mag? I want to get the cylinder heads on.
Yep, just finishing up.
So we're closing in on the race in New Jersey really, really quickly. So right now, I just need to tie up a few last things on my list before I can get it off the lift and try and get it fired up.
Basically, what I'm doing right now is I'm wiring the mag. It's just a kill switch. This Harley needs to have parts that were appropriate for the 1940, but it also needs to be light enough for the race, so Aaron decided to remove the battery.
We done did away with it and stuff.
So basically what I'm doing is I'm running a line to the magneto, which is basically a little generator with magnets that provides spark for the engine. It's simple, reliable, and it weighs a lot less than a big battery. And hopefully we can get this thing running sometime this afternoon. We really need it to be running. Deadlines are real.
All right, let's get this first cylinder on.
All right.
So last night, Charles and I worked pretty late. We got it all back together, fixing to drop the cylinders back on. We had a major valve issue, got it sorted out, got it cleaned up. Valves are sealing really well. The cylinder's completely put back together. I like that. I like that, man. So everything looks great. Appearance-wise, I think mechanically, I think it's gonna run great. I think it may make a little noise, but I think it's gonna run fine.
Let's go kick it around the parking lot a couple times.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go kick it around a little bit. All right. My list today is awful short, so if in the next few hours we can get this thing to talk to us, that'd be great. All right, let's, guess we can get on the ground. It's a little easier to go through the next process. The little bike that I've got, the 1942 45-inch WLA, is ready to go. Really, the only thing left to do is fire it up, tune it a bit, and then we're headed out tonight to the sparkling ocean waters of South Jersey. I don't have the time to do all the things that I'd like to do. In the future, would really like to make it much, much more of a hot rod, do some intake manifold, carburetor modifications, but with a short amount of time, I'm gonna be happy if it runs. You know, as far as taking a break from working on cars, I absolutely adore working on motorcycles. I really, really do. Chokes on, let's turn the fuel on. I do. I adore motorcycles. I love working on them. So taking a break from the cars is definitely a welcome opportunity.